Hello everyone, it's Leo, and it's time to talk about episode 4 from You and Idol PreCure, which was another amazing episode. And before we talk about the episode itself and the events, let me just say a couple things. The first one, we have the intro of the episode updated with Cure Wink, and it just looks so good. And in relation to the visuals, I feel like this is blowing me away. The visuals of You and Idol, they're truly blowing me away. It feels like it's one of the prettiest PreCure seasons. The backgrounds, the colors, everything about it it's just a treat to the eyes. Especially when we have like cafe glitter, like the front of cafe glitter is full of trees and we have the petals falling. It just gives such a great effect. And not only that, like everything in general in this season is looking amazing. And Nana's faces are so funny. And it's even funnier that she is serious. In most of them, she is trying to be kind of serious. And it just makes it look even funnier because she's already amazing. But this was a very surprising episode in many ways. But I feel like the most surprising thing to me was related to Uta's character. I just loved how everything played out. In terms of her character, superb. So far, I feel like we've learned to love Uta as this positive girl who is always trying her best. She's always smiling. She's always singing. And she's a very positive person overall. Even when she was not taking the mission very seriously in the second episode, she learned her lesson very fast. Now we see another side of her completely different, and she's also learning new things with the experiences that she had in this episode. Oh my god, okay, we're going to talk about it. So we start the episode with some customers on Cafe Glitter talking about Cure Wink. And now we discover that Cure Wink's performance is online. And obviously it was Puridun who put the performance there. And it was so funny the way everything happened at that scene. It is very unfortunate. It is horrible, actually, that they are keeping up with the Afro thing as a punishment. Like, girl, that's the one thing. That's my grip with this season so far. This was so unnecessary, and I really dislike it. And I thought it was going to be a one-time thing. It is not. So I just feel very angry at that. But at the same time, another side that I like about that, not the punishment itself, I like that even with the punishment, Puridun just keeps on doing it. Puridun is a ball of chaos. Puridun is the agent of chaos. Honestly, every episode just makes me love Puridun more and more. Even in this episode, that Puridun was just a cute and funny mascot for the most part. Truly incredible. I love Puridun's character already. And then the customers are talking about Cure Wink, which is this new sensation on the internet. But they're also talking about Kaito, Hibiki Kaito, who is a legendary idol. And then Nana keeps on telling Uta about him. She even plays the song that Uta already knew. And it's very nice that they are adding a character song for this very iconic idol in the series. I'm very thankful to that. Actually, I love music, and the more the merrier. And while they're there learning things about Kaito, he simply appears at Cafe Glitter. They're shocked, and since he is a legendary idol and Uta wants to be close to a legendary idol, she's like, okay, I'm going to be the one to serve him. But she gets very nervous. She could barely make it, but she did make it. And then she sees the smile when he thanks her for the tea and he tells her that the tea is very good. She could notice how powerful the smile of an idol is. And I truly like this because a smile, an expression is really an asset of an idol. And them highlighting that is really cool. I mean, we're talking about an idol season of PreCure, so they have to do it. And then we have Uta's parents being very funny. Girl, my idol is Uta's dad. Have you guys seen this man? He is so handsome, so handsome. And then he runs to buy the pasta, but he forgot his wallet. And then his wife, I forgot their names. I think she is called Otto. The mom is called Otto. And then she runs after him with his wallet. The wallet has the dog in it. Girl, can this season get funnier? I mean, and even Hamori runs after, and then Uta is left by herself at Cafe Glitter. And what happens is that at that time, they don't usually have many customers, but obviously many customers arrived and Uta was in danger, honey. But obviously Kaito was there to save the day. He stood up and he tried to help as best as he could. And he is very good at being a waiter. We discover later that he was a waiter in a movie that he played, and he probably studied to be a waiter in that movie, so he knows how to maneuver himself in those situations. He was very, very good at being a waiter. The girls thank him for his help because Nana obviously joins in to help as well. They thank him for his help. We have a funny scene of Purirun almost revealing themselves. It wouldn't be the first time. Oh my goodness, as I said, the agent of chaos. And very funny. And then they keep on, helping, and things get, the events start to unfold. What happens is that Uta is someone who has been helping her family out on Cafe Glitter since she was basically alive. So forever she has had the experience of helping at Cafe Glitter. And even with 13 years, as she says, of experience, she is not able to perform well. She gets nervous. She cannot get the ice cream right. She cannot do the coffee right. The teacups, they almost fall. And Kaito is there to do the things that she cannot do very, very well. Apart from that, he also has the charisma. Everyone loves him. And he is the perfect waiter that Cafe Glitter needed at that crowded moment. And I really like that they brought this new aspect of Uta. She had a lot of pride in what she does at Cafe Glitter. She wants to be good at what she does because she's been doing it for so long. But she can't. She fails at it. And that makes her sulk a little bit. And after her parents arrive and her parents get back and Kaito leaves the cafe, they have a last conversation right there. And she can't properly talk to him because she was kind of angry and she was feeling down. She was feeling disappointed in herself because she was not as good as Kaito. That was some sort of pride to her character. Not because she lost, but because she was supposed to be good at it. She was supposed to be someone who would rock Cafe Glitter by herself because she has experience. But we have to remember, she is a child. She is a young teenager, while Kaito is already becoming an adult. He's just 18, so he is already older and he has more experience, and he has experience kind of in being a waiter. And another thing that I forgot to mention right at the start, when Kaito joins and he appears in Cafe Glitter for the first time, Uta, she starts to think if she should go to him and talk to him because he is a legendary idol. She wants to be close to him. Nana says no. This is his private time. Let's leave him. Let's leave him as a customer. Right now he is a customer. He is not an idol. And Uta's like, ooh, so that's how it goes. Privacy is very important, and we should respect privacy of idols and, actors, famous people in general, obviously. And at the end, when he is going away, Nana stops him to ask him, for him, what is important in an idol? What is an advice that he would give being an idol? And he tells her that his advice is what he does in thinking that people would want to see him again. people would want to come and see him again as an idol. And I really like that. It just highlights how serious he takes his work, because if he wants people to see him again, that means that he is good. He is going to give them a good experience. And that is also what happened at Cafe Glitter as well. And so after that, we have some funny moments between the three of them, Purirun, Nana, and Uta. Uta is still feeling down. Purirun makes her feel even worse, and Nana makes her feel even worse as well, because of everything that happened. And I can totally understand Uta. And again, I like that they brought this side to her character, because it's something that happens a lot, especially with protagonists in PreCure. They are usually very positive, and we do not have them feeling bad feelings like envy, jealousy, things like that are not usually part of the main PreCure cast. They are very pure. And I like when we have them having those bad feelings, because we as humans, we have them all the time. And we learn how to control those feelings, and we learn to know where they come from. And I feel like this is a lesson to Uta as a character. And as a character, it makes her even more interesting than before. Another thing that I love is the villains. I am obsessed with Team Chokiri. I love their interactions. We see Zakuri playing around a little bit, and Cuddy is like, okay, you were not able to make it. I'm going to make it. And Zakuri's like, girl, you're just going because you're curious about Cure Wink. And, Cuddy denies it, but it's clear that his denial means nothing. And it's funny because he is such a fan of Idol already. We do not see him listening to any songs this episode. And I wonder if he is going to keep on being a Cure Idol fan, or is he going to prefer another idol? And I thought that maybe we were going to have one villain for an idol, but it doesn't seem to be the case. I mean, Zakuri was not really caring about Wink. At least that's what it seems. And let's just say that Shokirine is a diva. Oh my god, how cool she looks. I'm just vibing with Team Chokiri a lot. And it was very funny that when Cuddy attacked the victim of the week, she was sharing that she was having a bad week. There was only bad events happening with her. Oh my god, poor woman. And she was like, but now I had a good moment. At the end of my week, I had a good moment in Cafe Glitter. The food was delicious. The dog was cute. And the man who served me was even cuter. And she was ready to finish the week on a good note. And Cuddy was like, girl, your week is not finished yet. Something bad is happening to you. I'm sorry. And then everything happened. And she was turned into a Makuranda. I love the Makuranda visual in this episode so much. It's really cool. And another thing that I love about that Makuranda scene is when the Makuranda starts attacking with the acid soda. And then there was a moment that Cuddy was laughing, and the Makuranda started laughing just like him. I loved that moment. But before we go on, it is time to talk about real idols. Idols that exist in our world. Let's check out another episode of Idol Corner. In today's Idol Corner, the stars are Iris. Formed in 2012, this is a hybrid Seiyu idol group, meaning all of their members are idols and voice actors. The group debuted with 6 members, and currently they're 5, after Azuki's graduation in 2021. All of the Iris members are part of the main cast from Prepara, being the voice actors of the main characters and also the singers of many of the songs. They also sing lots of themes of other anime, like Mahou Shoujo Site, Kenja no Mago, and Sosei no Onmyoji. Iris songs are usually very emotional, ranging from many different styles. They perfectly embody the idol spirit. Iris songs recommendations are Kibo no Hana wo, Dream Parade. Queen's Bluff. And my favorite, Changing Point. Iris. They are truly amazing, and they are a lesson in idleness. You should listen to them. Now coming back to the episode, we have a moment before the battle that Kaito sees Uta singing to the little baby. And that is to show Uta's power. Uta was feeling down. She was feeling sad. She was feeling like the worst person in the world. But still, she mustered the energy to try and cheer that little baby that was crying a lot. And her actions were enough. And they made the baby smile. Kaito was surprised. He was watching from afar. And he was surprised. I feel like he was surprised with Uta's singing technique because she sings very well. But also with the ability of making others smile. That is important for an idol. That is important for an artist. To bring emotions out of people. And when you're talking about a baby, it's even harder, I feel like. And so after that, Purirun senses something bad. I love Purirun so much. Purirun in the cookie plate, in the middle of the cookie plate, just watching things happening in Cafe Glitter. That was so amazing. And they go on and fight. They both transform. Both Idol and Wink transform. And let me just say that this fighting scene was my favorite so far in You and Idol. It was so much fun. One of the things that I'm really enjoying about the combat scenes in this season is that they feel very bouncy. The Cures, they jump a lot. They keep on jumping up and down and kicking and punching. And this was the most bouncy it was so far. And I really liked seeing both Idol and Wink fighting together. Their fighting techniques are really cool. We can see Idol kicking. We can see Wink kicking as well. Both of them, they work very well together. Gorgeous scenes. And the animation, the visuals of the fighting scene, they were really, really nice. I love it. And I love how they punch. I love how they kick. I love how they're drawn when they're doing it. And we also have a very important moment for the episode. One of the customers of Cafe Glitter was walking around and he was saved by Kaito. Cure Idol saw that he was in danger, but the one who saved him was Kaito, because Kaito saw the girls before they transformed. He saw the girls going where the Makuranda was. And so he saves that old man, and the old man looks at him and says something funny like, "Oh, I was just like you when I was younger." And we have some gorgeous moments of Cure Wink using her shield. Girl, that shield is cool. I really like when the shields, they light up like hers. Like they don't look like a block of energy. Like they really light up and they look special. And that's how it was looking in this episode. And it looks so huge. It's such a big shield. It's so much fun. And we can see Idol and Wink, keeping on the action. Very, very good. And we finish with a Cure Idol performance. I was believing we were going to have Cure Wink performing again because, we just had her debut in episode 3. It's not the case. It's actually Idol. And I feel like it makes perfect sense because this episode was very important to Uta. So her wrapping it up just makes sense. I feel like this was an Uta episode. Like totally an Uta episode. Even though Kaito was appearing and he was very relevant, it was still all Uta. It was about her. And obviously, even though Wink just joined, she was very important. Nana was extremely important in this episode. She was not forgotten. She was not a background character. She was important as Nana. She was important as Cure Wink in the fight. She used her shield more than once, and she is not only a shield user, she's also a fighter. I love it. Oh my god, what a great fighting scene. Yes, slay. I was waiting for this for so long. And after that, The battle is over, everything is fine, but not really. It is time for us to have Uta in more of a reflective position. She starts reflecting on everything that happened. And it wasn't only her inability in being a waitress or a server at Cafe Glitter. It was also her inability as Cure Idol. If Kaito wasn't there, what was going to happen to that customer? Obviously, I feel like when we're talking about a Cure Idol, she would be fast enough to save that guy. Okay, that man. She would be fast enough. For the situation itself, we needed Kaito saving him. And I feel like, at least based on how it looked, it didn't seem the Cure Idol was that far away from where that man was. I understand the idea, but in a combat moment, Cure Idol can be very fast. We know that about Cures. We know that they have extra speed. They don't run normally as a human. No, their speed is way up there, is way higher than the regular human speed. So she could have saved him. I feel like it could have been further away from where the Cures were fighting. Because after that man was saved, the Cures were already very fast close to where they were. And by the way, Kaito noticed who they were. At that moment, he noticed who they were. And so she was feeling her inability, not only as a human, but also as a Cure. The savior, the protector that she is supposed to be as Cure Idol is not as perfect as she thought she was. Is not as good as she thought she was. And I love it because this episode did not give an answer to those feelings that she was having. It just didn't give an answer. It just brought it up. And right now, I feel like the series has lots of different ways it could work with her character in this sense. I love it. It just enriches her character so much, and it opens lots of doors for her as a character. But while she is there thinking about herself and about her abilities or inabilities, she starts listening to someone singing. She goes and searches for the voice. She follows the voice and she finds Kaito singing his song on the beach. She finishes the song. She sings a little bit of the song with him. And as I said, it's very nice that they're giving him an original song that he is singing. We're probably going to see this song in an album, probably in the character song album, in the vocal album of You and Idol. That hasn't been announced yet, I think. But I'm pretty sure this song will be part of this album. I mean, I hope it will. And they are able to have a moment right there. Uta is able to finally thank him for everything that he did and for all the help that he gave her in the cafe. And at the end, he finishes by saying that Uta is a very good singer. And she blushes. She is all red after what he says. And up until then, all of the infatuation that Uta had with him was his power as an idol. He was someone who was really charming as an idol. But now it is different. It gets a little bit more personal and she flusters and she blushes. She's probably going to develop a crush on him, which is not a problem. But I hope that this show just keeps it as a little crush. It's just Uta that looks at him and thinks, oh my God, he is so handsome. And I hope that it stays like that. That's what I hope. And it was very nice seeing that he went to New York to study more singing and to get better at what he is and what he does as an idol. Very cool. I really like Kaito's character. Voice acting was really, really nice as well. I love the representation of the power of an idol with the smiles and with the facial expressions. It was really good. But the episode ended with a huge shock. So we have a mysterious song, and then a mysterious man appears, comes to them and says, "You are PreCures, right?" Girl, What is going on? I just love that the identities of the Cures in this season is just a big joke. Is it supposed to be a secret? Not a secret anymore. Not a secret to anyone. Like in every single episode, it seems that someone discovered that the girls are Cures. In episode 2, Nana discovered that Uta is a Cure. I mean, she kind of did in episode 3, earlier in episode 3. And then in episode 3, she became a Cure. In episode 4, Kaito discovered that they're Cures. And this guy also discovered that they're Cures, which is probably the manager. But what is going on here? I'm curious. And I'm excited for next week's episode, which is going to probably have some mysteries because this character is very mysterious. He looks like an alien to me. He really looks like an alien, and I'm very curious for his identity and how he discovered that those girls are Cures. What is going to happen? Girl, this season is bringing me so much joy. I cannot deal with it. Anyways, babies, this was my opinion on the 4th episode, the amazing 4th episode of Kyu and Idol PreCure. Please leave yours in the comment box below. Anyways, guys, this is it. Want to take this little time to thank the members of the Magical Cinema channel. If you're a member, thank you very much for your support here on YouTube, on Patreon, on Throne. Thank you. And if you've watched up to now, thank you so much as well. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.